Hi friends, today we'll be talking about what assets are and how we are able to build them. So in our previous video, we were talking about how the rich people think in assets, right? And today we want to be telling you the two different types of asset classes and how we can be able to go about them. Because I believe when we know these things, the journey of wealth is easier for us all. So there are tangible assets and there are intangible assets. What are tangible assets? Tangible assets are assets that we can see, we can touch, and we can carry about. We can see them, we can touch them, we can carry them about. While intangible assets are assets that we cannot see, we cannot touch, but we just know that they are there. We feel it that they are there. So for you to have tangible assets, you need to first of all have the intangible assets. And the rich people, they are known for their tangible assets because what are the three assets that we know? We know that the rich people build businesses, they have businesses, big businesses that power up their entire wealth system. We know that they invest in real estate, have buildings amassed here and there, and we know that some of them invest in gold. There are other different types of assets that they invest in, but these are the three major investments and asset class that they invest in. However, they are being known for that. They are being known because people are able to see that they have these things, right? They are able to see the product of what they have. However, that having doesn't just come about. It first of all happens in the other side, which is the intangible assets, where people cannot see these things, right? So the intangible assets can be classified into so many class, but today we'll be talking about two: the relationship assets and the mindset assets. And yes, before you go about thinking what is this talking about mindset, these people are always talking about mindset. It's true. Mindset is where everything begins, right? And there's a saying that goes that if you strip a rich man or a wealthy man of all his wealth and give him like a 30 days period, he will rebuild that money back. And if you give a poor man or someone that is not wealthy, which is a poor man, if you give them certain amount of money, after a period of time that money will finish and they will go back to being poor and being broke. Why do you think that happens? It's not because of the money was taken or the money was given. It's because of the state of the mind. The state of the mind is what affects this person positively or negatively. So if you want to achieve and get this asset class, this tangible asset class, if you want it to be visible, you must be able to invest in our intangible asset class. And like I said, the intangible asset class that we'll be discussing today is the mindset and the relationship. And mindset now is the state of your mind, mindset. So if your mind, what is your mind set to? I think that's the question. What is your mind currently set to? And who sets that mindset? Or who sets that mind? You understand? So we need to ask ourselves what's our minds currently set to and who set it for us. Society sets your mindset. Like if you're not consciously setting your mind, society is helping you set it unconsciously because there are systems already programmed or there are systems that are set in place to help you program your mindset to think a certain way. And how can you think a certain way? We have two things that controls the human mind. We have the subconscious mind and we have the manual mind. The manual mind is what we call the brain. The subconscious mind is what happens automatically, is what we do unconsciously, right? But people think that the brain is supposed to control the subconscious mind, but it's supposed to be the other way around. The subconscious mind is what controls the brain. The brain is just the physical thing that we can see, right? But the subconscious mind is what makes us think, act the way we do, right? The subconscious mind is what is being programmed by the society. So it's what is being set by the society, and that's why they call it mindset. However, there is a way to go about it that we can be able to improve and we can be able to set our mind by ourselves. We can set our mind by ourselves by intentionally exposing ourselves to certain types of information, right? Certain types of information, certain types of belief system, and that way we can set our mind the way we want it. The brain allows information to come in, but the mind is what processes the information, is what spur you to take action, right? Your subconscious mind is what spur you to take action. And if you are able to take actions, the right kind of action, then you are on your way to victory. You are on your way to beating the system, right? And you are on your way to set your mind right. So the subconscious mind controls the thing because you don't know that you are doing something, you just find yourself doing it, right? How do you brush your teeth, or do you take much stress brushing your teeth? No, because you have been so used to it that the thing just become an automatic thing, right? And Myron Golden said that the subconscious mind is an automatic mind, right? It just happened automatically because it has been programmed and it has been set that way. So the right mindset, if you have the right mindset, your journey to becoming successful is way much easier than when you have the wrong mindset. It's way more easier, and there's no way you can have these asset classes if your mindset is not right. And there are people that will say, okay, I've seen people that do not have the right mindset and they are making it. Guess what? It's very limited, right? The time that they have is limited. That wealth that they think they have amassed, or that riches that they think they have amassed, is way limited because one day it will go. But for someone who is having the right mindset, who has set his mind consciously and intentionally, he puts up system to preserve the wealth. And that's why people can win lottery today and go broke tomorrow. You understand? Because the mindset, they are not able to set up system. Their mind is not able to carry the weight of wealth. The rich people, why they are having this asset class, this physical asset class, is because their mindset has been able to carry the weight of wealth. They have already put in systems in place, systems and structure that can help them manage their money and also invest their money, right? So that's one way to go about it. The second way we are talking about, the second type of asset class that is intangible, is the relationship. Like I said, why mindset is the first thing is because if you don't have the right mindset, you cannot build the right relationship. So mindset is always the first thing. So now your relationship, for you to build the relationship, you need to understand that you need to offer value to people. And why is relationship an asset? Because it's like a seed that grows over time. It's like a seed that grows over time. When you start a relationship with somebody, maybe a friendship with somebody, you just went to school and you find this guy, two of you bonded, you became friends, not in a romantic way, but like normal friendship. You guys begin to do things together, you guys begin to go home together, you guys begin to share a meal, you guys begin to share thoughts, play together. There is a bond that is being built. There's a level of investment that is being invested. Invested in what? Or investment in what? Investment in time, investment in energy, investment in resources. These types of investment goes into the relationship to grow. It's like a seed that grows. When this seed grows over time and it compounds, it brings up results, it brings up fruits, right? So when we see our relationship as an asset, we know that we should be very intentional about our relationship. We know that we are not looking down on people. We know that you are in that relationship to work. We know that we are in that relationship to give, to help. And by that way, our relationships will be better automatically, will be better, and we'll be able to see and reap the fruit of our efforts that we have invested in the relationship. I hope this helps somebody out, and I hope this helps you see that mindset and relationship assets are very important in your journey of building wealth, in your journey of life in general. They are very important and they should not be overlooked. Till I see you again, do well to stay blessed by the best. And this is Roman.